Yo, it's Jae Skeese, the separation of Jordan Miz and Jordan High's Drumwork Music was good. Make sure you check me out on the Bootleg Kev podcast. Tap in. Let's go. Everything for Weez.
Bootleg Kev podcast. We got a special guest in here. His debut album, something like a debut album, is out right now. Abolished Uncertainties.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now you've been putting out like bodies of work.
Mm-hmm.
So what makes this like the official, I guess, like debut?
Man, it's something I've been working on for a long time. I've been working on it since like the end of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It has like, it's my whole life. You know what I mean? When I think about Abolished Uncertainties, it's just my story. You know what I mean? I say it on the first record. It's like I'm telling my story. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like with the other, with some of the other projects that I have, I was more so because it was like, you got Revolver Ocelot, you got Iroquois Pliskin, the joint I did with Big Ghost, Authenticity Check. Right. That's me more so just trying to show people that I belong here in the game and like I can spit, you know what I mean? And with this joint, it's like you get a full kind of feel for my artistry, like when it comes to not only just rhyming, because rhyming is the easy part, but putting together like real songs and putting together something that someone can really digest and really get a feel of who this artist is.
There it is, man. First of all, for people who don't know, you originally, before you linked with Drumwork and Conway, you were kind of working, you were like the sneaker guy, so you were working out of a sneaker store in Buffalo?
Yeah.
So were you kind of like ever known to be a rapper at that same time, or were you kind of like everyone's sneaker plug? Like kind of break that down.
Nah, I was I was working like, I was the manager at the sneaker spot for a long time.
So you were the plug?
Yeah, kind of, not really, because I wasn't on no backdoor shit.
You couldn't set some shoes aside for someone?
I could if I really fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, I wasn't really doing that type of shit. I was just really working there to try and support my dream.
Right.
You know what I mean? And people definitely knew that I was, I was rapping back then too, because I was doing like ciphers and there at the store, actually. I was doing that. I was doing shows all around the town. I was doing shows out of town. So, it was just something that I was doing in the time so that I could, just support the dream and just support myself.
So what ended up kind of being the bridge from you doing that to signing with Drumwork? It
was really like the pandemic. Like once the pandemic came around, I got furloughed from work because nobody was going to the sneaker store to go buy no kicks and shit. So we ended up all getting furloughed there at the store, and I was just locking in. And when the opportunity came back to go back to the store and work, the company I was working for, they just
What company was it?
If you ever heard of DTLR Villa?
Oh yeah, DTLR.
Yeah, I was working with DTLR, and they just it was just a few situations that happened there in the store where I just wasn't comfortable working in the store, and I ended up leaving. And 2 days later, that's when Conway reached out to me. You know what I mean? Like I kind of just took a big leap of faith and just trusted God, and I didn't know where I was gonna go next or what was gonna happen next, but it just didn't feel right. I felt like I wasn't being treated like a human being at the end of the day that had value. You know
I feel like too, the last couple years you've kind of gone through like some real like artist development. Like I feel like you've been putting out music, but you've also been kind of able to sit to the side and watch, go to these big Griselda shows or go do South. Like last year you did South by Southwest. I forget why Conway couldn't make it, but I remember there was a show that last year I saw you do with Stove God. But like it was dope to see, like kind of like I feel like every time I see you, you're kind of like getting the like standing on your own a little bit more, because I feel like it's hard to come in when you're coming in with somebody like Conway, because everyone's going to kind of associate you guys together. But I feel like you've done a good job of kind of being your own man. You know what I mean?
That's like one of the biggest things for me. It's crazy that you even bring that up, because everything that I've done to this point has been to support that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because like you said, it is kind of hard. Like, it's hard to have two stars really shine bright together, but I know like, I know I'm a star too. So, I got to do a good job of making that known, and just, anytime that I do have a chance to kind of, do a show separately or, just do my own thing. You know what I mean? I always take those opportunities. Like Conway, that's my big brother. You know what I'm saying? Like shout out to the big bro. You know what I'm saying? But, I got to shine too. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, March, big month for you, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You guys got the joint project, which dropped on the 10th. You got the album. Was this kind of like the conscious decision to be like, yo, it's your time right now. Like,
yeah, put
go
out
crazy.
the runway. Put out
Yeah.
the runway, man. And you know, shout out to Chad and everybody over at Drumwork, Conway, for kind of putting that together. My man Dave over at Empire. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like a conscious decision to say, yo, let's just put out this project. You know, we had been sitting on it for a little bit, paying provided profit. Let's put it out, and then you know why not just drop the album 2 weeks later? Because it's like, you know, you already have the floor. You know what I mean?
100%. Was there ever wasn't there supposed to be a Drumwork compilation?
Yeah, and it still is. That'll be coming, I believe. If not April, it'll be May.
So that's on the way.
Yeah, it's on the way.
So much drum work happening.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's time, because you know we've been grinding for like the last 2.5 years.
For sure.
So it's like, you know, now is like the perfect time because people have been waiting on it. You know what I mean? Like we all been putting out our own little projects and videos and different things, making sure that our presence is known. But now it's like, like let's do the drum work thing.
For sure. Abolished Uncertainties. Why the title?
So when I was thinking about naming the album, it came at a time where I wasn't sure where I was going really in life. Like I said, you know, I had just quit my job, and
so you named this a while ago.
Yeah, I named this a while ago. Yeah, this was back in 2020. I was thinking of a name, and so you know, I was just always unsure, man. Being from Buffalo, you know, it wasn't a lot of opportunities for people to get on with music, especially hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So you know, when Griselda, you know, they kicked down the door, it was kind of like, well, shit, maybe I do got a shot at this for real. And then you still got Uncertainties though, because you know, how am I gonna do it? I wasn't sure of. You know what I mean? So, you know, with this album, I feel like I'm really I'm taking whatever like chains and whatever it's almost like cuffs that you have on your mind, because you can kind of enslave yourself. You know what I mean? You be a slave to your own mind because you start thinking so much, and then you got all these thoughts and they just go and go and go, and you
kind of psych yourself out. Yeah,
exactly. So you know, I'm abolishing. I was thinking about it. I was like, yo, I'm gonna abolish these chains that I had on my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Fear, the mental, all that. Yeah,
it's like abolishing slavery, I should say. But yeah, like take those chains off of my mind, because with this album, this is like my first real statement in, you know, in the game. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I really feel.
Who's on the album?
I got Conway on there. I got Freeway on there. Shout out my bro Freeway, man.
Nice.
He came through. I got Jillian Hainsworth. She's a poet from the town.
Okay.
I got my man Terry King on there. Shout out my man Terry King. He's an awesome comedian. And then I got Coda Sevilla. She's an awesome artist. She sings, she raps, she does it all.
So when you hit Freeway for the feature, is it pretty like just do you got to pay for it?
I'll tell you how I even got that feature. So Beanie Siegel and Freeway, they both came through Buffalo and they had a show. And I was at the studio that night. And Conway was supposed to pull up and come to the studio, and they were gonna pull up. So they pulled up. Beanie and Free, they pulled up, and we was just sitting in the studio just vibing. And so my man DJ Coles, he was like, "Yo, start playing your album."
Yeah.
And so you know, Beanie and Free, they came in the studio, and he never came through.
Sounds about right.
Bro came, you know what I'm saying? They came in the studio. And you know, I'm playing all my records from Abolished Uncertainties that I had so far, and I got this record on there. It's called Out Here. That came on, and the flow that I use on there is just crazy. It's almost kind of like some Freeway shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's a big inspiration to me.
For sure.
And so, you know, the record comes on, and I just see him. So he's sitting in the corner. I'm sitting in like the middle of like the studio. He's sitting in the corner, and I'm watching him. Like his whole reaction is just like, "Yo, this joint is crazy."
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Going back and forth, and you know, the song goes off, and I'm like, "Yo, bro, like, it's room for you on there." He was like, "What?" I'm like, "Yo, there's room for you on that record. Like, I see you over there vibing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hop
like,
on it, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he was like, "Yo, run it back." So we played it back. He was like, "Yo, let's do it." So immediately, like, I'm like, "Yo," my man Tony Boy was there. I'm like, "Yo, Tony Boy, load up the session. Let's get it." He did his verse right there on the spot. It was love.
Hey, we got to stop the interview real quick to tell you about our family at Odd Socks, baby. That's right. Shout out to Odd Socks. Little Godfather sock right there. Craziest licenses in the game. The most comfortable socks, period. And if you go to oddsocksofficial.com right now, use the promo code Bootleg, you're going to get 20% off at checkout. Now, they also got the underwear going on. These are some Street Fighter draws. Let's pop these boys open. Let's check them out. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Little Chun-Li versus Blanco. What? Amazing. Do you like Yoo-Hoo so much that you'd wear Yoo-Hoo on your feet? There's people running around out here with goddamn hot Cheeto jumpsuits right now, so of course you would. Shout out to Yoo-Hoo. They got crazy licenses. We already mentioned Street Fighter, Coca-Cola, Pepsi. Yes, they got the both there. They got Pepsi and Coca-Cola. They also got Scarface, Breaking Bad, WWE. So many dope licenses. Plus their Odd Socks Basics line, which are these, just kind of the normal socks. In my opinion, are the most comfortable socks I've ever put on my feet. I promise you, you got to go to oddsocksofficial.com right now and use the promo code Bootleg. Save 20% off your entire order, all right? So go do that. Oddsocksofficial.com. Also want to give a shout out to our family at Hardin. That's right. Hardin, the craziest dispensary you've ever walked into in your life. Hardin, Las Vegas. You got to pull up, follow them on Instagram, Hardin_Las Vegas. You see the hat? You see the logo? Shout out to the family at Hardin. If you're in Vegas, you got to stop off. You got to go pick you up some weed. It is legal in Vegas. Tell them I sent you. They're going to take care of you, all right? Make sure you follow them. Hardin_Las Vegas, the largest selection of premium cannabis I've ever seen in my life. The best smelling place I've ever walked into in my life. They have a signature scent that's fucking insane. So shout out to Hardin. Go follow them, Hardin_Las Vegas. Check out more info about them at HardinLasVegas.com. Let's get back to the interview. I feel like I was talking to Conway on camera about his relationship with Beanie Siegel, and he insinuated that there might be something coming down the pipeline with Beanie Siegel.
I wish I knew, but shit, that Lock Load is a crazy record.
Yeah, that was like a year and a half ago.
Yeah,
Lock Load is crazy. My God. So you're a big sneaker guy.
Yeah.
Give me your top 5 like sneakers silhouettes of all time.
Silhouettes. So
not even like specific.
Yeah. So I'm going to go Jordan 8s, Jordan 5s, Jordan 1s for sure. You know, I'm the separation of Jordan Mids and Jordan Highs. I've been going by that for the longest. Air Force 1s, of course. And for that last spot, it's kind of tough. But I'm going to say I really love the Air Raids.
Okay.
I really love the Air Raids.
So you're going to put the Jordan 8s number 1?
Jordan, yeah, Aquas, bro.
Oh, man.
Aquas, black and chrome 8s.
Fucking hate 8s.
What we talking about, bro? That's the hardest shoe ever, bro.
Nah, give me the cement 3s.
Bro. Cement 3s is tough too. You know what I'm saying? I love 4s.
3, 4s,
I love
and
6s. But you know.
So you're like an 8. You like 8s.
Yeah, I like 8s. That's my shoe.
You're like a unicorn.
Yeah, for real. That's my shoe.
I feel like
that's my shoe.
I feel like I don't own a pair of 8s. I don't even the Aqua 8s. I'm straight. They're just like the straps and
So you gotta. It's just a certain way you gotta wear them. You get drippy in them joints though.
I'm sure you can.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think I'm interested in getting drippy in some Jordan 8s.
Hey man, to each his own, man.
And the 6s, I feel like 6s sit.
You said they're
I feel like anytime 6s drop recently, they're sitting everywhere.
Yeah, you know I feel that way too. I think they just dropped like some Wolf Gray ones.
The Wolf Gray ones are everywhere.
Yeah, they're everywhere for a fact. They got to bring back some of those classic colors, man.
Those Jordan 4s, those SBs that are about to drop.
Crazy.
Fire.
Crazy. I'm hoping I can get my hands on them, but I don't never have no luck on the Nike app, so.
The Nike app is trash.
Yeah.
Are those on the Nike app? Because they're SB. I don't know if they're...
I think they might drop on the Nike app.
Yeah.
There was this store that we used to go to, man, back in the day. It was over on Elmwood in Buffalo, and it was called Sunday, I believe. Sunday Skate Shop, and they would get like those collabs. Like I got a pair of 1s from there back in the day, man. It's tough to get your hands on the SB collabs when they do them.
If someone goes to Buffalo, where do you get Buffalo wings from?
Buffalo wings from?
Where's
you got to go to I love Kelly Corner wings.
I've been there.
Yeah, Kelly Corner.
That place is interesting.
Yeah, it's different, and they got a different type of like hot wing too, because it's not like a sauce.
Yeah, it was just some old lady there smoking and serving drinks.
Yeah, with the glasses.
She was just a one-person staff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she been in there thugging for a long time. Because shit, the first time I went there was maybe 5-6 years ago.
Yeah. I was like, I hope she sweats in our wings because I feel like that would be the special ingredient. The old lady
for real.
From Kelly's Corner.
For real.
So go to Kelly's Corner, get you a Guinness. It's definitely like a bar.
Yeah, it's a bar. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Listen, for you, like, talk about for like if you've been planning this album for 2 years, you came up with the title during the pandemic. Do you feel any pressure? Are you nervous at all on like how people are going to receive something that you've put so much into?
No, I'm not nervous at all because I put my life into it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's authentic. It's like it's one of those projects where when you walk away from it, like I said, you just get a real sense of who the artist is, and every song, like me as an artist, period, I've never wanted to be put into a box.
Mm-hmm.
And so there's a lot of different flows, a lot of different sounds on there, different beats. And so it's got something for everybody. You know what I mean? Like when I say, I be joking with my man Chad all the time, and I say, yo, we going Billboard #1.
Yeah.
And I always, like, I'm serious because, you know what I mean? I feel like the project just speaks to everybody. It's a song on the album that everyone can like. But as a whole, like as a body of work, it's just a beautiful like piece of work. Like I can't really say too much else about it. And it's me. You know what I mean? So if you fuck with Jae Skeese, you know what I mean? Like you'll appreciate it, you'll love it. And if not, if you don't even know who Jae Skeese is, it's a song on there that's gonna reel you in. You know what I'm saying?
For the like when I always wonder this, when these like Big Ghost albums happen, have you met Big Ghost? Does anybody know who this guy is?
Yo, the crazy shit about Big Ghost is one day randomly, right? I think this was after Crack in the 90s came out.
Right.
He randomly followed me. And so I knew about Big Ghost from like 2009.
He was like on Twitter.
Yeah, no, not even on Twitter. I used to read his blog spot or whatever
Whatever it was. Yeah, I remember he had like it was a blog spot.
Yep.
That's what
I used to read that joint, and so because he had the one joint about Drake and a few other reviews,
No, I
and he would
remember
write
that,
from
yeah.
like the perspective of Ghostface or whatever, and that shit was just mad funny. I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. So when I saw his name follow me, I instantly followed back, and then I DM'd him like, yo, bro, much respect, man. I've been fucking with you for a long time, and he hit me back like, yo, nah, I fuck with you too. So that whole tape like came through Instagram DM. I've never met that man.
So he does not actually have anything to do with the music, does he?
No, he does.
He does.
He has a lot to do with
So
the
is he
music.
sending you beats?
Yeah.
Is he making the beats? Mm-hmm. So he makes beats.
Well,
Or
I think he has a team that he works with to help
And they
make
probably
the
never
beats.
met him either.
Yeah, probably not. Either that or everybody's just keeping it a secret. But you know
Shout
what
out
I
to
mean?
him, man.
Yeah, shout out to Big Ghost, man.
Run it up, man.
Big homie.
You're obviously a huge video game guy. What games are you playing lately?
Yo, to be honest, I haven't had no time to play no video games, bro.
You're not playing Hogwarts?
I'm not playing shit.
Nothing.
I've been so focused on this music, bro, and just moving around and doing what I gotta do. Like the most I might play is like maybe Ultimate Mario or whatever on my Nintendo Switch.
On the Switch?
Yeah.
You move around with the Switch?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I do. I keep the Switch on me.
You got to keep the Switch on you. As long as it's the Nintendo kind.
Yeah, exactly.
What about all time? What are your favorite games? Give me your top 5.
Shit, Metal Gear Solid for sure.
What's the best Metal Gear Solid to you?
To me, it's Metal Gear Solid 3, the Sons of Liberty joint. You know what I'm saying? I love that joint. I thought it was dope. Like once you could, you know what I'm saying, the first person mode, I thought that shit was just mad ill. And then the story period for Metal Gear Solid is just dope as hell.
Yeah, no. Part 1's my favorite game ever.
Yeah, for sure. I like part 1 too. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid for sure. Final Fantasy 7. That shit was
Great game.
Raw as hell,
The
bro.
triple disc?
Yep.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Was it
bro.
3 or 2 discs?
It was 2. It was 2, not 3. Yeah, it was 2. GoldenEye 007.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorites for sure.
Didn't age well.
Didn't age well? You don't think so?
I just played it recently.
I just played it recently too. That shit was raw.
Yeah. You know what? I played it on a mod, so I didn't have the actual
Yeah, see, you gotta really have a controller, all that, bro. That's
maybe
gonna
that
take
was
you.
why.
Yeah, that's gonna take you. Madden. It's a specific Madden. No, I think it was Madden 08. Madden 08.
Who was on the
raw
cover
as hell.
of 08?
I want to say it was like Sean Alexander or somebody, but that
sounds
shit was
about
raw.
right.
That was like the illest one. It was the one where you had like the mulligans and shit. I always just felt like the gameplay on that.
I
one
fucked
was
with NFL 2K. I forget which 2K it was.
Yeah.
One of them, Randy Moss.
Now the 2K joints was fire.
Vince Young.
It was Vince Young. Okay. Vince
One
Young.
of the 2Ks were dope.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it was the one with Randy Moss, but I think they all had Randy Moss.
Yeah.
2K, both 2Ks, it was like NFL had Randy every year, and then AI was on the cover of the first like 3
Copy.
NBA ones.
Last one though is Resident Evil 2 for the PlayStation.
Classic.
Classic.
Love Resident Evil 2.
Facts.
For sure, man. Hey, we got to stop the interview real quick to tell you about the homies at MyBookie. Bet on anything, anywhere, anytime at mybookie.ag. And check this out. If you sign up right now with the keyword bootleg, you're going to get a first deposit bonus up to $1,000. And that's not it. If you sign up with that keyword bootleg, not only will you get that first deposit bonus up to $1,000, but you're also going to get a free $50,000 Sweet 16 bracket entry. So many ways to win at mybookie.ag. I've been using them for about 10 years now. Trust me when I say I'm not co-signing them because they're dropping the bag. I mean, that's nice, but I've been literally using MyBookie for the better part of the last decade to put all my sports bets in, to play a little online roulette, a little blackjack, a little craps. It's all there. They got the live casino. They got so much going on. Look, March Madness is where it's at right now. You can get down with that Sweet 16, the Elite 8, the NCAA Final Four, all of it. NBA season in full effect. Baseball is about to kick off. Get in on the action. Bet on anything, anytime, anywhere right now with MyBookie. So sign up at mybookie.ag. Use that promo code BOOTLEG right now for that first deposit bonus up to $1,000 and a free $50,000 Sweet 16 bracket entry. Hey, also shout out to the homies at Blue Chew, man. Don't forget, if you're dealing with erectile dysfunction, if your penis is not functioning correctly, if it's a little flaccid, you're trying to get it a little hard, a lot of hard rather, Blue Chew is where it's at. A lot of people ask me, you always talking about Blue Chew, does it work? Yes, it works. All right. Listen, it has the same active ingredient as Viagra and as Cialis, but it's in a chewable form. All right. It is sent right to your door in a discreet package. It's a great thing, man. Go to bluechew.com right now. You use that promo code BOOTLEG right now. You're going to get a month's supply for free of Blue Chew. Why not have some better sex? Okay? Seriously. There's so many other ways you can get down to, because they just dropped the Blue Chew mint flavor, which is the same active ingredient as Levitra. Just so many things we can do here. And look, when you go to bluechew.com and you sign up with that promo code BOOTLEG, they're going to literally send it straight to your crib for free. $5 in shipping. You get a month's supply for free. Now, how does it work? One, you don't need to go to any doctor's appointments. It's all handled online with an online pharmacist. You don't have to worry about going and sitting in a waiting room to go discuss your dick with some strange dude or chick. Maybe you're into that. I don't know. With that being said, it's an awkward situation, all right? If you're dealing with erectile dysfunction, all you need to do is go to bluechew.com right now, use the promo code BOOTLEG, and you will get 1 month supply for free, $0, right to your door. Your wife will even never know it even happened. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you've been a little embarrassed. You're tired of piping down that same old broad that you've been sleeping with for the last 35 years. Put a little pep in your step, man. Take a Blue Chew. Use that promo code BOOTLEG at bluechew.com and try it for free. All right, so the album is, well, by the time this comes out, the album will be out.
Yeah.
What is your favorite song on the album?
That's a great question, bro. I think my favorite song on the album, oh, man, that's a crazy question. I think it's got to be, I got a song on there called Red Kool-Aid.
Okay.
And that's the one I was talking about. Jillian Hainsworth, she's on there. Oh, I got Origino on the album too. I don't even know how I missed that. He's a singer from the town as well. He's an artist. He's a great artist as well. But Red Kool-Aid, I talk about 3 different stories, very short verses, and I'm just describing different things that have happened in my life and why I am the way that I am. And then Jillian gets on there and she does this poem for about 1.5 minutes, man. And it's like some of the things she says in the poem, it's just like every time I listen to it, it gives me chills. You know what I mean? So it's just an amazing song, man. And it's production by Buddha and Grands. It's just an amazing song. Period.
So the album's out. You got the album with Conway out. Drum work project coming soon. Mm-hmm. Any how's the Conway album sounding that we've all been waiting for?
I mean, it's crazy. Conway, bro. It's You know what I mean? You know, like, you don't exactly know what you're getting with Conway, but you know what you're getting with Conway, bro.
Now, he had told me that he was waiting for a really big feature.
Yeah.
I don't know if it happened.
I haven't heard anything about it yet because I'm not sure who it is, but
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
That's what he told me. I was like, yo, what the fuck? When is that? Bro, you know I'm waiting for that whole feature.
Yeah, I mean, shit, I hope it happens, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, Jay is the GOAT, so, you know what I mean? But nah, the Conway album so far, man, it's fire, man. Like,
are you on it?
Yeah, hell yeah, I'm on there.
Yeah.
We got a song on there. It's crazy. I don't want to give away too much about it.
I probably heard
my
it.
project, but
I think I've heard the whole album.
Oh, where?
Except for I think there's 1 or 2 songs Chad said I haven't heard yet.
Yeah, nah, the album is crazy, bro.
For sure, man.
Album is crazy.
People buy merch. You gonna do the vinyl drop? You gonna do all that?
I don't know, because I think that's gonna be through the label. But I'm pretty sure, you know, it'll be something like that.
Well, you're gonna do merch through the label?
I believe so.
Through Empire? Mm-hmm. All right, well, listen.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens.
Jae Skeese, appreciate you pulling up. Go get the album. And he just killed this crazy fucking freestyle. It was insane. Different YouTube video, but go watch that.
No doubt.
Boom. Appreciate you, brother.
You already?
Yes, sir.